Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another TISM report. I know it's been a full 24 hours since the last time I talked about the ACC, but I conveniently have more evidence that I didn't talk about the first time that'll really put the nail in the coffin for these degenerates, especially those from the FCK specifically. I know what you're probably saying. Why couldn't I have brought this up a lot sooner? Well, the explanation is actually very simple. It's because I forgot, but now I remembered. What if I told you that everything bad that ever happened in the history of mankind was brought about by members of the art commentary community? But before we get into that, I just have to remind everybody of a simple fact that these people don't seem to understand. You see, you know how everybody normally agrees that showing children graphic images, specifically sexual ones, are bad? Now, what if I told you that the ACC knows it's bad, but they do it anyway? Now that that disclaimer's out of the way, we can move on to the real tis-tastic tism of this tism video. The year is 1914. Your name is Franz Ferdinand Karl Ludwig Joseph Maria, Archduke of Austria-Hungary. You're in Bosnia on a late June afternoon, going to visit one of your bodyguards who just protected you from a near assassination via bombing. When, what's this? Your driver takes a detour, and then you get shot by a man in the alley. Or is it a man? What if I told you that that person was actually Doodle Tones? That's right. Despite her innocent demeanor and her diaper-wearing fetish, Doodle Tones assassinated Archduke Ferdinand, kicking off World War I. It's basically her fault that everybody who died from chemical warfare was killed by such inhumane actions. But will the ACC ever take accountability for this? Well, would I be making a video about it if they did? As terrible as that would seem, though, that's not all the atrocities the members of the ACC have committed. You know, it's just funny. They always try to act like they're such good people, but just imagine that you're in Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas on November 2nd, 1963. You're President John F. Kennedy in the back seat of your 1961 Lincoln Continental four-door convertible. You just basically ended the Cold War, kick-started civil rights, and dissolved the USSR. You're feeling pretty on top of the world, and everybody loves you. Everyone, that is, except for the gun woman in the grassy knoll, Nezzy Monster. It's curious to me, why would Nezzy Monster want to assassinate John F. Kennedy, the one who single-handedly saved the American country, nay, the entire world from nuclear annihilation? My guess is that she just couldn't help herself because she wanted to fulfill her degenerate dreams of showing minors pornographic images. Absolutely laughable that these people would pretend that they have any kind of moral compass. But don't worry, I saved the best for last. You see, the first two people that were directly harmed by the ACC were political figures, so maybe you might be somebody who doesn't think too fondly of people like that. But what if I tell you that my last case has to do with civilian death? We're gonna go back to the year 1912. It's a calm April night. You're a disheveled peasant on board the RMS Titanic with your starving family trying to go to America to get a better life. The Atlantic Ocean waters are calm, but what's that ahead? Oh no, it's an iceberg. Or is it? What if I told you that that wasn't an iceberg? That's Hopeless Peaches. Now, I can't speak for the dead, but my assumption from what I've heard from survivors and read in books is that people on the boat knew that Hopeless Peaches was drawing pictures of 16-year-olds doing questionable things and wanted to cover it up. So she sank the Titanic. thus ending the lives of over 1,500 people. Does this sound like a noble, good person to you? I didn't think so. As always, I owe you the full exposure of all the degenerate acts from the art commentary community and the FCK. I will tirelessly devote all of my life and all of my energy, all of my free time, every last cent to my name to make sure that every time they took a shit and didn't wash their hands after, you knew about it.
Hey guys, Guy Mullins here. This is gonna be the worst song ever.